You and I tend to think about the who, the what, and the how. You ask, who am I going to spend my time with? What am I going to do with my life? How am I going to provide for my family? These are good questions to ask. In fact, the church asks the same type of questions. Who are we going to reach? How are we going to get them here? And what is our service going to feel like? Again, these questions are necessary to ask. A church that doesn't have a vision won't be effective. The Apostle Paul himself said, I have become all things to all people, that by all means I might save some. He looked at who he was going to reach, what he was going to do to reach those people, and how he was going to make it all happen. But Paul doesn't stop at who, what, and how. He answers the why, that I might save some. The why is what drives everything else. You might call it perspective. Easter brings perspective to everything that we do. That is, Christ's death, his burial, and resurrection. In Paul's first letter to the church in Corinth, he said, I determined to know nothing among you except Jesus Christ and him crucified. Paul talked about being relevant to the people he was trying to reach, but he did it under the banner of what we call the gospel, or the good news. This good news is Christ's love, a love so deep that our jealous, holy God would send his very own Son to satisfy his righteous wrath over our sin. That's right, Jesus, the Son of God, left his throne, took on human flesh, lived a perfect life of obedience in our place, and then died in our place, all to bring us to God, all for love. Scripture tells us that God shows his love for us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Christ's death is God's love. Christ's death was the payment for our sin, and his resurrection gives us the receipt. This love changes everything. For Christ's love compels us, because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died, and he died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them and was raised again. This is Easter. This is the gospel. This is our perspective.
O death, where is thy sting? O sin, where is thy victory? Christ has overcome, the victory is won. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel has come. For God so loved the world, he gave his only Son. And we sing, worthy is the Lamb. He will complete what he began. By the stripes on his back and the nails in his hands, rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel has come. For God so loved the world, he gave his only Son. And I hear the angels say, don't be afraid, I bring news of great joy. The Son of Man deployed to fight for you, and he lived a perfect life. He died a sinner's death in place of you. Now he's risen. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel has come. For God so loved the world, He gave His own